Hey guys, welcome back and happy Friday. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about Erika Jayne's recent appearance on Watch What Happens Live, where she addresses Bethany's claims against Tom, and she did, and it was kind of cringy. She also tells LVP to go herself. She talks about some comparisons to other Real Housewives, and that other Real Housewife being Jen Shah, and she's giving a divorce update and how she's not ever going to forgive Sutton. So thank you to Reality Blurred for giving us the information, the recap from Watch What Happens Live. Before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Erika Jayne was on Watch What Happens Live with Christine Quinn. We know that part. And this was after the second episode this past Wednesday of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She answered questions about Bethany Frankel's claims of having heard about Tom Girardi owing people millions while appearing on the show. And following that, the latest episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which featured a messy spat between Lisa Rinna and Sutton Stracke, Erika reacted to, well, the Real Housewives of New York City's, Bethany Frankel, she's an alum, yeah, but her allegations before shading Lisa Vanderpump. What did Lisa Vanderpump ever do to you? I mean, I don't know what happens behind the scenes, let's be real. It was over the scratch and sniff situation and revealing how she feels about being compared to Real Housewives of Salt Lake City's Jen Shah. In the business that Tom was doing, which was a contingent fee, it's not unusual to borrow. So while that may be true, there were also loans that were really paid off. And she said, I don't know where Bethany's coming from. On Bethany's podcast, the former Real Housewives of New York cast member said that in addition to hearing rumors about people that Tom Girardi allegedly owed, her own late fiance, Dennis Shields, was supposedly owed $500,000 from the since disbarred attorney. Her guy's dead and my guy's in a home. So whatever. But at the same time, that's kind of the way business goes. That's how you talk about somebody who's no longer alive? That's not cute. Her guy's dead. Like, is there any thought about anything or any way that she's navigating any of the stuff being thrown at her? A question that came out, why are you defensive over that? It's not, if you didn't have anything to do with it, I mean, just say, you know what? I don't even want to address that. It's not my problem. But the guy that you're saying is dead has a family, has kids, has an ex who's Bethany Frankel, who all will see this. And that's how you refer to him? You say the guy's dead? I don't like that. That bothers me. Then during the live broadcast of Watch What Happens Live, Erika was asked if there are any Real Housewives that she'd like to go themselves, and she didn't hesitate to name Lisa Vanderpump. I don't think Lisa Vanderpump should have jumped in the other day with the scratch and sniff comment, so go f yourself. It was in a response to the video of Garcelle Beauvais, well, her book was thrown in the trash by Erika, and she said, well, maybe Erika needed a scratch and sniff book. And all Erika said was, that's rich coming from you because of her breath. Because both she and Jen are caught up in the midst of legal battles, Erika often draws comparisons to her, including comparisons between the way Andy questioned them at their respected reunions. But as she explained to host Andy Cohen, their cases are very different. I don't know all the specifics about her case, so I don't want to pretend like I do know. I do know that she was charged and she's in federal court. I'm not. I'm in civil court. It's completely two different things. I didn't watch Salt Lake City. I've never watched the show, and I did not watch the reunion. I just know that, was before me, and I can't quite tell. That was before me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening with her. We have two different cases. She didn't slam Jen Shah. She did just say, she's in federal court, I'm in civil court. And at least she's not claiming like she knows what's going on with Jen Shah. I'll give that to her, because she could have easily, went on, and people get messy on Watch What Happens Live. Garcelle even said that before when she made the comment about Kathy and Kyle Richards. She said something to the effect of she feels like she's closer to Kathy. And then she apologized after, and she was like, listen, they give you a lot of alcohol when you film Watch What Happens Live. And that's exactly what it seemed like when we were watching Erika on the show. She just go watch the episode. That's all. Now, As a number of cases against her move forward, Erika confirmed that she's no longer in touch with anyone from Tom Girardi's now defunct law firm. Do you think they would call me? They're hiding in the shadows. Why would they come out? They weren't real friends, but they were people I knew since I was 27 years old. I'm fucking 50. Not a soul reached out. While Erika filed for divorce from Tom Girardi in November of 2020, she said on Wednesday's show that her divorce was at the bottom of the list of things of importance. Also on the show, she confirmed that she posted it and she meant it when asked about throwing Garcelle's book away. She also admitted that she was happy to get vindication upon the news of the recent hail in Pasadena, California. And she reacted to Sutton's comments about her only dating men with a lot of money. If I wanted to, if I wanted to do that, I could have done that. I could have done that and had that the day, I left. Before I left, she said, that's not a problem for me. It's just not. But I want some good. And she said, some good, and some good conversation. I'm really into finding my own self these days. If I wanted that, I could have had it. I've been offered that many times. And the answer is, I just want to work on me. As for what, and why, when it came to Maurizio and the comments that he made with PK, as to why she forgave them so quickly after they poked fun at her stories surrounding Tom Girardi and the legal drama, but held her ground with Sutton, she explained, I don't know them, meaning I don't know Sutton. She said, I don't see Maurizio and PK as much as I see Sutton. She's like, and I don't really know Sutton, period. They were in and out. Every day with Sutton, it was, this pounding. It was completely different. And that's why she held Sutton a little bit more accountable, a lot more accountable in the situation. Did you watch this week's episode? Go yourself. I don't like you. Good. I don't like you either. Like, that's what it looked like. I didn't even know what I was watching. I'm like, this is like a circus. But with that, I want to hear what your thoughts are. What are your thoughts about her telling LVP to go herself? Okay. And what are your thoughts about her saying, her man's dead, my man's in a home? Is that not completely disrespectful, or am I reaching here? You guys can tell me if I'm reaching. Go ahead. I want your unfiltered opinions. Please give them to me, because I don't feel like I'm reaching. I feel like that's completely disrespectful to a man who is no longer here, can't even defend himself, and also who has a family who could potentially be watching the show. And from what we heard, he was really respected in his business and his community. If you're with Bethenny Frankel, well, Jason Hoppy was with Bethany Frankel too. But the point is, he's not here. And I think that's completely disrespectful. So I'm not trying to bash Erika over it. I didn't say the words. She said the words. I'm just repeating it because we're here to have a conversation about it. Guys, don't forget to go ahead and smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.